Greetings, loyal citizen. Friend Computer welcomes you back to Dungeon Complex. You may recall from our last mission recording that Gibson OHKD2 got more acquainted with his new position within internal security before he, Love RBOY3, Mac RDOS3, and Roger RRUN3 were called together for a troubleshooter mission protecting Factory Inspector Clause ODON1 while checking over production of the new B3 Classic. We rejoin our troubleshooting team. Mission recording already in progress.
Well, I'll try to catch the camera then.
Alright, so what are you going to roll for that? Is that agility?
Rolled a 13 and a half.
Oh. Camera rolls into the vat. You dive for it. Team leader did try to get your camera all on you.
We're out of, right on the nose.
Okay, so you barely catch it, but you tackle the guy and you barely save the camera. You've got you caught the guy in one arm and the camera in the other arm, but you're on the edge and you're still about to fall in. Because you got the camera and the guy and you're on the edge, you probably need your teammates' help to pull you off the edge. You probably can't get up without things going awry. So at this point, you probably need someone's help to pull you back off of the ledge.
I'm gonna write down this heroic act you're doing right now so that I don't forget to tell Friend Computer about it later.
Don't worry, most of us on cam too. So.
Do you need help?
There's enough of you can pull the two of them back in if you actually do want to help.
Can I help out the inspector?
Of course, so it's orange clearance off. That's the priority over.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Over Roger. Yeah.
I'm gonna help up.
You help up Klaus.
Well, I told him I'd write down his good deeds.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know what happened. That's some sort of weird malfunction. He shakes his hand, kicks his foot, shakes his foot a little bit.
My dangling legs.
Yeah. My go-go gadget boots is acting up.
Ding dang dongler.
Get up and go. All right. Someone please watch him. Someone keep their hands on him at all times.
Can I look the inspector in the eye and say, do you need help?
No, that's all the vats. Let's head down this platform. We'll go downstairs. Maybe it's less dangerous down there. We'll go check out some of the rest of the factory.
I'm gonna stay a little bit away from him because I'm worried about him taking me out.
You guys go down the stairs. I'm gonna say team leader is probably the closest. So as he goes down the stairs, his robo legs act up again. He's gonna grab you as he falls. Team leader, unless you do something.
Oh, I'd like to do what I would do in IRL. Hold on to the banister of the stairs to like catch myself on that part.
That's the easy one to roll. So roll your strength, I'll let you grab him. Oh, natural 1 too.
Natural 1.
Oh yeah, you grab him, steady him. No one falls down the stairs. Team leader saves the day.
I'm gonna write down this.
Team leader ruins the future with their awesome strength.
I get a good shot at him.
I rolled that to grab onto the banister. You said that the inspector grabbed onto me.
You were steady enough to save, but neither one of you fell. He grabbed you, you would have fallen, but your arm strength was enough to steady both of you. And you could easily see why in your precognition you thought they fell, because it looked like they were about to, and now you could see who it was. They were about to fall, but luckily team leader's arm strength saves them. That big girl muscle.
Army chicks, you know?
Yeah, army chicks stop. They do them push-ups and stuff. They do them push-up jumps. They do one-arm push-ups. Do handstand push-ups.
Burpees and barties.
So you got this tough chick. She saved Inspector Klaus going down the stairs. You guys make it the rest of the way down the stairs safely. Lucky you, going downstairs safely. So now the chemicals are being mixed together, and the B3 cans are coming out like a conveyor belt and getting squirted full of liquid. Splooch, splooch, just filling the cans up. He's checking that, inspecting that. There's a guy watching it.
I'm making sure no fluid gets thrown anywhere it doesn't need to be, and everything clean.
Yeah, I'm looking around at all the workers.
Because you're looking around, I'll let you know that in this area, there's bottles come by really fastly. And they're all most of them, their eyes are watching the bottles going by for you can tell they're quality control. Make sure they're getting full, the proper amount, and stuff like that. Nothing's going wrong. But there is one worker who is not watching bottles. You'll notice that.
What's that person doing? I've been I've hand hovering.
That worker's watching you guys really intently.
I'm gonna surveil the surveilling worker. A little too lower than my skill number.
Oh, he's definitely watching you guys and not doing his job. If nothing else, he's not doing his job. You don't know why he's watching you or what's going on, but you know he's
I'm
not.
gonna march right over to him in a huff then, since he's not doing his job. My laser pistol in hand.
Alright, you come up with your laser pistol in hand to this guy, and he'll say, "Down with the bourgeoisie!" And he'll pull out a grenade, hold it up in the air, and pull out the pin.
I run away.
So considering how close he is, can I do a dive to the ground, but behind a machine or something? But can I use my gigantic army lady arm to catch and at least attempt to reach out to the inspector?
Do you
I
want
don't know how close he is.
I'll let you roll to tackle the inspector with you. I'll let you do I'll let you do an unarmed attack to tackle him and take him to the ground with you. Yeah.
I'm gonna run for cover. I'm gonna.
So you're gonna turn the camera away from the action, or are you gonna run for cover backwards?
Can I swivel? Can I
put the camera backwards?
Hold the camera.
I saw that hand motion. I see what you're doing. So you're gonna flip the camera around, but run away with the camera facing backwards.
Towards
All Alright, so you're running with the camera facing backwards on your shoulder. Klieg lights go in the wrong direction, but explosions are pretty bright, so you don't have nothing to worry about there on the brightness factor on that one.
Yeah, so I'm getting out of third guy. Okay.
And the explosions be a great action
so
shot.
Whether success or failure, I win.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're getting good footage either way.
I'm gonna shoot the grenade.
I'm gonna blow up now.
I try to dive out of the way, but when I'm diving, I also take the body cleanser that I have and I throw that at that dude.
Just like toss a can of body cleanser at the explosion.
Body cleanser, yeah.
Love our boy. You're trying to protect Klaus.
Well, I'm diving in his direction, kind of, with my arm out, so you guys can see how you would say that I was protecting him.
Yeah, let's
sure,
look,
yeah.
It's gonna look that way on the film at least.
Yeah,
so you wanna
that's
roll,
what we're going
you wanna
for.
roll an armed attack to tackle
Big
him?
dramatic gesture that's pretty empty.
You have something different, I'll allow
Where
it.
is that?
I'm pretty flexible.
Oh, unarmed agility? Alright, well, I'll try to do that. Got a natural 20.
Natural 20. You're going to miss Klaus, or Klaus's cyborg appendages are gonna like go into safety mode and like reject you. So when you go to tackle him, it's actually gonna his like robot arm is gonna get long and like shove you away towards.
Wow.
So you get shoved towards the explosion.
You dick.
Does it save him because her body blacks the off the blood?
It's a human shield. It's gonna help some, I'm sure. He's survived so many other things already. I'm sure he'll be
This is
fine.
probably how, yeah.
Look at all his cyborg parts.
Yeah, essentially, I'm trying to reach
Would you roll me an agility roll, try to get lower in your base to see how far away, to see how fast you are to get away?
That'd be great.
Unless you have something else. I would accept it. You know, I'm pretty flexible. If you have an idea, I'll accept an idea. But if not, agility.
Yeah, 10. Oh, which is a success.
Okay, so you successfully, by how much?
A good.
So you get far, you run with the camera. You feel like you're going to get out. You might still get some burns, but it'll be like minor. Gibson?
I'm gonna burn a panache point to roll 2 dice and take the better result.
All right.
First roll was a natural 20,
So don't take that one. Good thing you use your panache point.
Yeah.
the other one was a natural 1.
Oh, wow. The perfect use of panache point. Well, the natural one's like a spot on, like it blows up in that guy's hand. So before it hits the ground, which will probably actually reduce the damage to your team leader, it's still gonna blow up in the vicinity, but it'll blow up in that guy's hand before he drops it.
Incredible.
Perfect shot, like laser beam right on it, but make sure you subtract 1 shot from your barrel. Your barrel's now got 1 black ring on it. Perfect shot, explosion.
Do I have a great shot of it?
No matter how much damage you take, that was a beautiful shot. And then Mac, I'll let you roll agility. I'm fine with that.
I got a natural 1 anyway, so actually either way it'll work. So it's almost like my mutant power had kicked in, so I know it like a half second before. I'm diving backwards, and as I'm doing that, I'm reaching in my utility belt in midair and taking this viscous body cleanser fluid that most assuredly is horribly acidic to any sort of living tissue, and I'm lobbing that thing in a straight arc to where it's gonna hit him. And I was hoping, of course, that
It's gonna blow up in the. It's gonna increase the explosion. It's like having an aerosol cannon explosion. It's gonna add. It's gonna add to the effect.
When I did it, I was hoping that maybe, as a
Everyone will be clean and
case
burned.
braved his shot, to try and
So you get get the guy in the head with the cleaner bottle. Yeah. Either way, it's gonna spray cleaner and explosion everywhere. Let me check my damage chart to see how everybody does. So everyone that was able to get away, no effect. If you were still in proximity,
Me.
is incapacitated. So we'll say Gibson and Love you're both incapacitated. You get knocked out by the blast.
So I can't talk.
Incapacitated means you're wounded, you immediately fall prone, you're unconscious. You can take no action until healed or the wounded status becomes better. If you're wounded again or worse, you become dead. So currently, your team leader and your loyalty officer are unconscious.
Oh no!
And so is Inspector Klaus. You can tell he won't be unconscious long. He seems to be rebooting. There's like a countdown on his eyeball, so you can tell he's like rebooting. He's gonna come back up in a second. It looks like your other team members, unless you call a DocBot, are out. The Warbot is now on high alert. It started shooting. It's probably shot whoever set off the bomb, and so did Gibson. So that's neutralized. So like laser beams flew. Situation neutralized. The other workers have all dove down to the ground. Part of this factory is now damaged. Production is gonna be slowed down now. This assembly line's fucked. But
would easy doesn't help their impaired scenario at all.
It doesn't heal you, but you can. I mean, you're the happiness and hygiene officer. If you think it'll make them happier, you can always they can't say no right now if you put a drug in their mouth.
But also we can't swallow.
You
so
can't.
would it work?
You can't consent to swallow if he puts it in your mouth. That's up to your hygiene and happiness officer if he wants to drug you while you're unconscious or not.
I was worried.
Put the pill wherever you.
Might not be the most hygienic.
Yeah, you gotta wipe your hand after that. But wherever you want to put the pills, up to you, hygiene and happiness officer. Do you want to drug your unconscious loyalty and leader officers before you heal them, or call for healing, or or call for a dockbot, or what? Leave them unconscious? It's kind of your call. They're not dead, so they're not going to be replaced. Miles is unconscious. The rover bot's like over his body, like he's bumping into him. The warbot's return to standby mode, waiting for something to happen, but
Right. So
the smoke's clearing.
I asked our communications officer if he has any medical prowess.
I look at him and I go, not particularly, no. I'm good about killing things.
I say, okay, well, there's a lot of sadness going around right now, so I'm going to try my best to make everyone happy. These people that are on the ground right now, real sad, and I just can't have that.
They need some help. Yeah,
So
I
then-
agree. They need it.
And then I take the 2 easy does it's that I have, and then I give one to Lovar, and I give the other one to Gibson. Put them in their mouths, and I clean my finger, and I clean their little, I dab their little mouth.
So if you guys become conscious again, you will have a generic, free-floating, apathetic happiness. You'll think everything's all good, oblivious to danger, and it'll be very suggestible. If you wake up, if someone suggests something, you will probably do it. He's out of pills
I'm
anyway,
exhausted
so...
of my supplies right now. What I will do, though, is I will try to, since I know that Klaus is going to come around, he's the first priority, ironically, even though we have a team leader that we have to obey. Going by order of priority, now it's for my leader, so I will attempt to use my medical skill, resuscitate. Okay, I got a 5. Enough because I have 4 points added to my...
Yeah, so right because of your wider awake, success. He's able to successfully bring you to wounded status. So team leader, no longer incapacitated, just wounded.
Hey, we saved them! Yay!
Which means
One person.
you're stunned for another round. All your skills are reduced by 4 for the rest of the night unless you get healed again. So everything's
Wow.
4 points lower, so all your rolls are gonna suck. And if you are wounded again, you become incapacitated again.
So can I like walk and talk and look around?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
Just really slowly.
It's not well, yeah.
Okay.
So you have a -4 to all your skills, but you can move around after one round.
Can
So you've
I-
got 5-10 seconds of I'm woozy, and then you're cool.
I need help.
Still better off than Gibson, who's still unconscious.
So can I just keep going while we wait for Klaus to come to?
Yeah, you can try to wake up Gibson while I wait for Klaus to come
Alright,
to.
I'll try to do the medical thing on him as well. I got a 19, so
So no. As a matter of fact, a 19 might make things worse.
I kill him.
That's pretty bad. Not only you don't kill him, but you definitely do not help at all. You probably try to help, but like you like push on his belly and the bleeding gets worse. You're like, oh, that's more blood. That's not right. You like juice the guy. Like more blood comes out now. You might also know you have the ability to call if you have a comlink or someone else has a comlink. Your communications officer does. Someone that has a comlink could call for a dockbot.
I call for a dogbot.
That'll happen. Klaus is gonna wake up first. He boots back up. He's fine. He's like shakes it off.
Do you need help, sir?
You're worse off than he is.
I know.
But a dockbot arrives and will tend to you and Gibson's wounds. It just takes a while. Factory's kind of fucked up. There's not much more inspection to do now this explosion happened.
Do you want to check other stuff?
He's gonna
or-
check. He's gonna check the other equipment, but like this part of the things, he's gonna check like the finishing cannon product, like that, everything that still works. He's gonna go through and check.
Gibson wakes up and says, "Did we get the infiltrator?"
I think the commie's dead.
Pretty close to Vapor. He's burnt to a crisp.
I don't know about our team leader, because she speaks for herself, but I would recommend you for a commendation, sir.
Yeah, I'll make.
If
a
nothing
note of
else,
that.
keep that in mind for panache or drama points later, because that was a cool shot. Shot goes off that hitch. This guy's blown up. You guys have resolved the situation. Dockbot's healed you up. There's some repairs going to be made to the factory now, so this is going to slow down production. Well, he's got to finish his inspection of the way, even though there's going to be repairs made to here. He moves on to the rest of the equipment, checks it all out.
So
checks the clothes
Gibson,
in
you
the
were
cans.
right. These grenades totally do come in handy when dealing with communists.
Communists, saboteurs, infiltrators, interlopers, ne'er-do-wells, scallywags, all sorts of wrongdoers.
Yeah,
Keep
grenade
targeted
them all.
by-
Keep your
by
grenades
computers.
handy, I guess.
Yeah, that was pretty useful there.
We still have
It got rid of the
grenades.
communists, but also did a lot of damage to this factory. So
But
Fuck.
the communists.
the communist is gone, but this factory is also fucked.
And
So-
that's but it's going to be a
Hey.
good warning for all the rest of the communists if there
Oh,
there
yeah.
happen to be any.
Yeah, I
you know,
got
Hey.
great
if anyone's stupid enough to do that.
there was
Hey,
good
keeping
footage.
Keeping a tidy little factory wasn't part of our job.
Yeah, the inspector's been protected.
Keeping the inspector safe was the job.
We've been doing great at that.
Go
Yeah.
to far.
I mean, he's a little charred, but luckily he's a cyborg, so he's okay. You guys go and expect some more equipment.
Sure.
Check everything on the lower floor. Besides the slow down, because now part of the line is totally cut off. Everything else seems to be working fine. The cans are closed off. When they slap on B3 Classic label, it's black on black, so you can't read it in any way.
You know what it is, that
Yeah, yeah.
distinctive can shape.
You can. It's sort of like raised lettering, so if you like feel it, you can feel the spelling.
embossed.
But if you guys get the tour of the rest of the factory, everything else seems to go. There's no more whole accidents. Inspector does some more clumsy stuff. He knocks some things over. Some cans get knocked off a thing. Some more funny stuff happens, but nothing dangerous. He just trips over stuff or like punches a guy in the face accidentally. Not enough to blow you guys up and kill you again. Until it's time to go into the testing room. You guys want to test this B3 Classic formula?
Whatever you think.
Now, Inspector Klaus has a cyborg tongue, so while he can test it, he can't taste it. You know the classic taste of that B3 formula, so he wants you guys to try it and see what you think, because he
What does he say
can test it
exactly?
chemically, but he needs you to test it for taste.
What does he say exactly?
It's not B3 Classic. They're trying new ingredients to replace a shortage of ingredients, but it's testing safe for human consumption.
And I go, I look typically at Gibson and the team leader, and I go, dude, you guys should taste it, and I'll get great footage of it while you guys go, yeah, classic.
Yeah, and he's already got footage
Sure.
of me. I can't be the star of this thing.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, give me
okay.
some. Yeah, got you.
Yeah, I'll do it with my laser pistol in hand, turn towards the camera, so I got the laser pistol in one hand, I got the B3.
All right. So you guys crack a can of fresh off the belt, possibly new formula, B3 Classic.
I love being the camera guy.
You know, B3 Classic has gone up in price because the supply's gotten lower. So this is hopefully, if this works, if this is tasty enough, this will help bring back down the price of B3 Classic. So we'll have a new formula.
I'm excited.
New formula classic, so it's a new classic, but if it tastes the same, it could work. So you guys are going to be the deciding factor if this is going to pass. So roll me an endurance roll whenever you drink it.
I got a natural 20 again.
I got 3 lower than my endurance total.
Team leader is going to vomit up an internal organ and die.
Nice.
Jesus,
Which
what
one?
the Christ?
Which one?
Some sort of, probably a part of your intestine or something.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be my tongue.
You
my
vomit so
tongue.
hard your entire tongue comes out of your
Yeah,
mouth.
like the whole
You pass
thing.
out and die on the ground.
Yep.
Gibson, you had a mild success. Your stomach's upset and you want to vomit, seeing team leader vomit the tongue. It's because seeing someone vomit their tongue is
Yeah,
disgusting.
because the tongue's way bigger than you think it is.
But you didn't fail enough to die from it. You just are sick.
That's what she said.
Well, I didn't because I don't have a tongue. I need help, and then I barf my tongue out.
Yeah. Tongue on the ground, team leader out.
My tongue goes, I need help! Flap, flap,
Like
flap.
a giant pink slug that
Yeah.
has got salt poured on it.
Rod stands there in shock for about 5 seconds flat.
That will
And he
not
goes,
be good
"Holy
footage."
shit."
Gibson turns to the inspector and says, I don't think this batch is any good.
Fair enough.
We can just say that is the competitor.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea.
Don't
I'm gonna
drink-
put
don't
that in
drink
my
that.
report.
Don't drink C4, drink B3. Competitor's beverage will make you die. That's good marketing. So you guys have to wait a while. Inspector Klaus is gonna take notes on all stuff, and you guys have to go through the equipment again. But after a while, a new team leader will join you. Love Our Boy 4, counting down. But Love Our Boy 4 is here. So that means if you had a comlink, either you kept it on a computer channel, so the computer knows what's going on, or you kept it on your family channel, and your family, you can tell me, you decide.
I mean, I probably would have done family because with the whole thing was being recorded.
Yeah, so there's already a computer record, yeah. So, in that case, your clone will come in knowing what has happened, at least audio-wise, since the beginning of this mission. No visual, but they've got audio, and your clone will arrive to take over as leader.
Oh my god, love. Oh my god. I'm so sorry.
So does that mean that my clone sees my old clone with a gigantic tongue on the ground next to it?
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not a gigantic tongue, but just a regular sized tongue that's way bigger than you think they are.
Is there any
They are
emotional baggage from that, or
Yeah, I don't know,
our
if they're-
clones are
if
just
we're clones,
oh,
do you care?
that's me, but it's not really me.
I'm glad that I am not the person that had to feel that.
I thought
Thankfully,
about the
another
back, and I'm
clone
I'm so sorry, man.
went through that pain.
She looks
You can
sad.
play it.
Okay,
He's trying to help.
so they've done what? Reassessed equipment?
They've had time to at least clean up and stuff, and the inspector's there, yeah. So they're regrouped by the time you arrive, but you arrive pretty swiftly. You're carted there, and it takes you have to walk a little bit, but you're there pretty quickly. By the time they've recovered, you're there.
I see clone 3, and I'm like, whoa,
You see the dead body, yeah.
damn, that's a
damage.
pretty rough way to go. Well, I'll take this comm link, and I'll have this
Semi-damaged, but you can take it.
blaster,
You
And
take whatever survived.
yeah, I'm gonna take all the stuff off of the body. Everything that 3 had, I'm taking all of it.
You own the
'cause
property.
It doesn't matter.
It's your
anymore.
property. It's family property. So.
I help our team leader wipe the hand-me-down stuff.
Thank you.
You're the taste. You waited in the tasting room for team leader to arrive. Do you want to go back out in the factory now?
Wherever Dude Man,
wherever.
Klaus.
Well, you guys
yeah,
had you've done
yeah.
your taste test. It's obviously there's something wrong with this formula. He doesn't know what it is. There's obviously.
Can't put his finger on it.
Well, he put his finger in it, but he can't put it on it.
Hey.
And that's the problem. Obviously, there's some sort of impurity in this batch that's going to make it not feasible for market. He's very upset. This is definitely another blow to his career. He's obviously, you can tell from the look on his face, he's had a hard time having successes in this way.
You need help?
He does. He needs to know what happened to this formula. He has back on the room where his warbot is.
Klaus, you should take, right now, you should take this tongue and use it in your future research. If you can keep it, fresh somewhat, then you could use that.
That's a good R&D suggestion. What he's going to do is he's going to take it, maybe take an R&D, because he's a cyborg and he's using his fingers to taste stuff. Maybe he could improve the cyborg tongue. They'll take it for study reasons, for science, they'll take it.
I'm going to do a grit teeth smile and say, I'm so glad that my tongue gets to be used in a cyborg.
Well, your clone's tongue. Not
My
using a
clone's
cyborg,
tongue.
but just to study. They're going to study your tongue to make better cyborg
To help
tongue.
cyborgs. Excellent.
Our team right now is not only leading us to success. This particular our team leader is leading us future clone generations to success. Incredible.
What a sacrifice.
So you guys do all this. You head out of the tasting room with Klaus, with his rover pet bot, back out to the main room where the warbot is. You're now surrounded by all this industrial equipment, all the conveyor belts and vats and such, making the B3.
Yeah, I'll perform surveillance to see if there's any other fucking interlopers doing shift and not doing their work.
Yeah, this is totally their fault.
I failed.
Can I now be on high alert because I realize I'm number 4 and I just had a clone die here, so I'm upset.
You can roll anything sometime.
Yeah, I would like to also visualize with my surveillance. So I got 6 and I need 3.
At this point in time, there's a high-pitched beeping noise throughout the factory. First, it's a long beep, and then becomes a very fast beep. The inspector's looking around.
Everybody run, and I grab the guy and I start running outside the factory.
Alright, so you run towards the exit with Klaus,
I look at team leader and I'm like, come on!
but you grab Klaus.
Yeah, alright, I'll make it unarmed. Alright, that's 12 versus 6, and I succeed.
Alright, so you're able to grab the guy and run towards the door. Anybody else do anything as this noise starts happening?
Yeah, run for the door. Fuck.
Yeah, I run with everyone as well.
Lavar?
Oh yeah, I'm obviously going to be very cool. Yeah.
Hey, everyone to roll agility rolls to try to get out of the room in time. That includes Roger with the inspector. Roll below your agility base.
Alright, 7 versus a number.
Success by 1.
Got a 2.
I'm 1 over.
Sounds like everyone succeeded getting out of the room in time.
I'm 1 over my thing.
Yeah, that's a fail by 1.
No.
Alright, so team leader's the only one that fails. Loverboy 4. Loverboy 4 gets stuck behind in the room when something happens. Loverboy 4, you guys are all gonna safely make it out of the factory as another sort of explosion happens, but it seems more like an explosion implosion. There's not as much noise or fire or heat like an explosion. And whenever Loverboy walks out of the room, Love Our Boy 4 looks older. You don't usually see people that are older in age in Alpha Complex, but Love Our Boy's hair has turned gray. He's got crow's feet now, and wrinkles is aged by 30 or 40 year cycles.
Shit.
As is everyone that was still in the factory. And all the equipment inside is rusted and fallen apart. So pretty much the whole factory is destroyed inside.
Wow, what
say,
happened?
you need help.
My knees hurt.
And your back? Everything hurts, really. She does need help crossing the street, buying groceries, changing her diaper. Pretty much everything now is more difficult. So Love Our Boy 4 is now 20 to 40 years older than the rest of your clones.
Good God! I offer her my arm so she can support herself, and I can walk with her gently along with our team.
Alright, you guys shuffle away from the factory that is now destroyed. Also, Dawn is, of course, upset. Another failed B3 Classic revival. He's tried so hard to recreate B3 Classic, and at every turn he gets stopped. He complains about it on the way. Warbot follows close behind. Petbot follows close behind. They made it out of the room in time. You guys are just walking very slowly with team leader old person style.
I'm gonna look at the guy and be like, one weird ass mission.
What's wrong with all these workers?
Yeah.
I don't understand. What happened?
I saved this guy over here.
What a nice young man you are saving people.
You got good footage.
I got great footage. Also, valiant and heroic sacrifice for friends who are awesome.
Klaus, do you have any idea what sort of chemical could have this sort of effect on our team leader? Is there any way that we could concoct some sort of antidote?
Klaus, I don't think it was the beverage. It was those explosions.
There were explosions? Oh no!
Use a skin spore sampler on our leader and use that in R&D to analyze and see if I could help.
You can take a skin core sample of team leader if you want.
Ow! Well, I said ow because you did.
I rolled really low. So it's a nice, soft skin core sample. Not very deep. Not pleasant, but like a little pinprick. Skin core sample taken. You're not dirty. You're just old.
I swab the little brick. Of course, I'll have to submit all of these cloths for incineration and get new ones, since they are definitely
These
soiled.
are mission-issued cloths. Unless it was a personal belonging, then...
Right, the red cloth, the small red cloth.
That's mission stuff, yeah. Your skin's clean.
You put the guy in the car?
You want to go to an auto car? You want to go upstairs and take an auto car back to the briefing room? Everything's cool?
Yeah.
The first auto car was programmed, but I need someone to do an auto car roll now.
Alright, who has the best? Because, let's see.
Not this guy.
I feel like Gibson rolled it. Does that mean you pushed buttons and it didn't work? So judging by your face, it didn't go well.
I asked if anybody had it.
Yeah, I rolled an 18.
No, I didn't do it.
Yeah. So Gibson pushes buttons and nothing happens. Like, he pushes buttons and the car just stays there.
I reached out and pushed a button and nothing happened.
Same thing for team leader. So the car shows up to pick you guys up, but two members of your team have pushed in buttons and nothing happens. Still failed.
Alright, I'm gonna walk up to the thing and do it. Alright, I failed.
This auto car is just not following directions.
It's broken. Let's get another one.
Damn, no. I got a 6. It's just... Is there any way that we can manually do this and make sure he's on his way just to really make sure? It might take longer, but...
You can walk. That's the manual way.
How far?
I mean, it's a lot farther than... Just like if you had a car versus walking, it's gonna...
Can't he ride on this
threefold.
Warbot?
He could ride the Warbot, and that'd be slightly faster than you guys, but not much. I mean, the Warbot moves on treads, and it can move slightly faster than you guys, but not a lot. It's like basically having a motorized scooter versus walking.
I guess we could just...
Warbot, can you talk to the
D&D.
car?
Warbots can talk to cars.
Oh, fine.
I can
Can
shoot.
Klaus do it? Can he call the car?
Klaus is in the car. I'll roll for him.
Yeah, he's just like...
I rolled a
"Listen,
natural 20 for Klaus.
Could I use data analysis to figure out what I do need to do for this car?
You can do data analysis to figure out why it's not working or something. Yeah, that's fine. You can ask for a computer what's going on.
I got 3, and I have 11 with all those, my perks, so...
Alright, according to Friend Computer, your mission is not done until there is a viable B3 Classic replacement.
God, fuck all my
Please
shit.
return to the infrared clearance zone to check another factory.
God dang it.
Wait, we gotta stay with this guy for like, what, the next 20 years while he fails to make a big class?
So you guys need to return to the elevator. Do you return to the elevator?
Well, okay, so I have the skin core sample though, right? Maybe we should go back to R&D. It'll be safe. We'll be with Klaus. He will come with us. I can get this skin core sample analyzed, and maybe they can tell us, like, this chemical that is the one that's off, that is making everyone old instead of making a classic.
Do you guys want to do that before you return back downstairs? Try to go to R&D and get it checked out? Team leader's call,
it's
I
up to our
guess.
team leader,
Yeah.
our precious grandma.
Can we go there, though, without an auto car?
It's going to take a while. It's a long walk back to that part of the red... This part of the red district is not near that
I
stuff.
feel like the computer's
Well,
telling us not
okay,
to
the
leave.
factory, I mean, it's a B3 factory. They probably have, like, data analysis stations. Either way.
You can have this sample analyzed anywhere as long as there's a place to input the
Okay,
sample.
so yeah, let's I guess just go to another factory if that's what our
Sure.
Alright, you guys go back to the elevator, head back down to the infrared zone. You shuffle old lady walk your team leader to the next factory, so it takes a little bit longer because you guys are old lady walking there.
Could I give our leader a piggyback ride?
Yeah, you're strong. Give me a strength roll. Strength's pretty easy for you. So roll me below your strength. There's no mod for that, so just below your total. Should be pretty easy.
Waste us.
Yeah, so yeah, luckily
I
for
prefer
you,
to be carried.
Roger carries you.
Give you a carry.
Yeah, you get piggyback ride there, so that picks up your speed a lot. You guys are able to go to another factory, another B3
How
test
are you carrying
factory.
the camera and me? I'm so impressed.
You're on the back and the stuff's on his shoulders, so as long as you just like piggyback ride it, I feel like
No,
it
I
can
said
work.
he's carrying me in the front.
Oh, you're doing a papoose thing? It still work as long as you're holding on and he's not holding
No,
you.
he's cradling me.
Oh, well, then it's hard for him to hold the camera.
I could probably one-man carry.
Yeah, it's you one arm. You're one arm carrying Lovar. No problem. You're a big tough dude.
Oh my, Nicholas!
You guys are able to make it to the next factory. So besides a few more like slurs being hurled, you can like sort of like hear the whispers of,
I can't really.
well, yeah, you're old. So your ears aren't as good as everybody. But everyone that's not old probably hears a couple of the slurs towards red clearance, towards privilege, towards not having to work as hard, things like that. So you guys hear some negative talk, but not enough to pinpoint who is saying it.
It's obviously taken me a long time to get here.
You guys are able to make it to the factory sooner or later. You make it to another B3 factory for another B3 classic test. Time to go inspect. Inspector Klaus.
Maybe
Can we-
someone else can try it for a change this time.
I'm gonna look at Gibson and be like, yeah, Gibson.
The
is
B3.
great.
Well, first let's see Klaus try to point us in the direction where we can have this this skin core sample analyzed, and maybe we could, with your help and with the factory's help, maybe. We
Yeah, there's a data analysis panel in the factory. If you want to go plug it's in the back room or the testing room again. If you want to go to the red clearance testing area and use the computer there to transmit the data while everyone else follows Klaus up to the vats, that's fine. You want to split the party?
I will, but I will request that someone accompanies me for safety.
I'll go
Right.
with you.
Team leader? Well, you're the team leader, so no one's going to argue with you. Well, everyone else goes to check the vats. Alright, so Gibson, Roger, and Klaus and the rover bot go check the vats while the warbot's down on the factory floor, keeping an eye on all the workers in this different factory. Yeah, you guys go test the first vat. Klaus dips his fingers in for a test and waits the minute it takes to test it. Roll a agility to get out of the way of the helicopter blade that comes out from underneath his hat. But his B3 ball cap gets shredded as the helicopter blade comes out the top of his head.
Pretty good mark.
Succeed by 2.
Alright, so you guys both barely get out of the way as Klaus fucking shreds his B3 hat. It's not a big helicopter blade, it's probably as wide as his shoulders. Comes out of his head. It's not even enough to lift him up. He like gets like it helps him jump, but it's not like enough to like lift him off the ground. So like kind of like, it gives him like 2 inches. He like slaps his head until the blade goes away. Obviously a malfunction, that wasn't supposed to happen. I apologize, I'm glad you guys got out of the way in time. That could have been dangerous.
How many people have you killed by accident?
Very few.
I imagine.
Meanwhile, you guys are doing a data analysis to test the skin score sample in the next room. Love and Mac. So roll a data. One of you guys roll a data analysis to do either analysis or search, depending what kind of information you want.
I'm a
I'll do
little bit
search.
better at searching than analysis, and
I'm going to do search because I also have the upgrading.
I'm just old,
Yeah.
honey. I still work fine, just maybe a little bit slower than you.
He's got that wider wig buzz, so he might have better success rate.
But you go right ahead. I'll watch. It's fine.
I got a 10. Still successful.
It was caused by the explosion. There was no ingredient, chemical form in the drink. Your
Well,
cells
what's
have aged
for-
rapidly.
What was there's like a chemical within the explosion that we can pinpoint to try and like reverse this from our team leader?
No chemical. It seems like time actually passed very quickly, as if the explosion caused time to accelerate.
Jesus. All right.
Oh,
Oh,
going fast as
You have the glass. There's a glass partition between you guys and the rest of your teammates. You can see them out there if you look back. You guys know this
So we
information.
just look back at them and shrug.
Yeah, you can look back and shrug.
uh,
Meanwhile, Gibson and Roger.
I'll be like to Gibson, can you doesn't, I'll get you great footage of you saving him.
Sure. How do I have to make sure he's not dying this time?
Just, if you see something, do something kind of deal.
Jesus Christ.
Sure.
All right.
All right, Inspector, continue on with your investigations.
Alright, he goes to check the next vat.
I'm so sorry.
When he dips his fingers in this vat, the vat catches on fire immediately from an electric spark or something. I need everyone to roll an agility to get out of the way of the fire blast.
Nice. Drag him down to the ground with me.
I rolled low enough for him, he's gonna dodge out of the way anyway, but yeah, you can help if you like.
I succeeded.
You guys jump out of the way of this flame burst that comes out of this vat.
Oh my! Because it's through a window, right? So we can see it.
Yeah, you see the flame burst.
Oh my!
So obviously this version of B3 Classic is extremely flammable. Or at least one of the ingredients is. But you guys dodge out of the way just fine. He tests the third vat chemically on his finger check. It comes out okay. He gives it the 2-finger dip. Sniffs his 2 fingers. Everything's fine. He checks the conveyor belt. No commies trying to blow him up. He checks the other, when they close the cans off and stuff. He'll meet you guys all in the tasting room where your team leader and Macardos are waiting.
Does he go to each member of the group and see?
Yeah, he'll let you guys all
sniff
sniff his fingers. He probably, yeah, smell this time. This won't make you vomit. Like, smell it. It smells good, right? It's not. Doesn't smell like it's gonna make you throw up your lung or something.
So then, wait,
Wait,
the
how about
next
we get
that
an
makes
infrared
him
guy to-
catch on fire?
You can, but not in this room. To do that, you have to take a can out of this room into the next room.
We can have an infrared come into this room if we want.
Technically, they'd be committing treason if they did, but you could. You can order them to. You can order infrared to do whatever you want. But you can order them to
I
commit
look-
treason.
I look
To
at
come into a
Klaus.
red room.
I'll look at Klaus. Is like, can we take the can of this outside and have them test it while I catch it on film?
Yeah, of course. You will take.
Right.
It's a black can, so they're legally. Once it's outside of this room, they can drink it without being committing treason.
Oh, fantastic.
So you take a can outside and have infrared taste it.
I look at the team leader.
You know what'd be really cool and would be really awesome to get on film? While they were testing the B3, they also were flying through the air on rocket-powered boots. That'd be dope. I'm just saying.
Suggestion.
I'm gonna say, judging from the last time we used rocket-powered boots, I'm gonna say that's a terrible idea.
That
We
was
should
so long
absolutely do
ago.
it.
I'm sure that they work way better now.
I 100% guarantee you that they probably won't.
There are no guarantees in life, young man.
Team leader's call.
I'm not exactly sure what I'm making a call on.
On whether or not they should use the boots in this shot.
No.
Yeah, why not? We got the fancy boots. Let's put them on.
Does anybody remember the specs for how to use them?
I'm sure that you do, honey. It's the equipment manager. You got this?
No, I don't. We shouldn't do this.
I'm sure the person who we're going to put them on knows how to use them.
No, they won't.
Why does it matter?
They're just boots.
You're sounding real unhappy.
I'm
Maybe
very
he
happy.
needs help.
I am so unhappy. So very, very happy.
I mean, I'm asking if he needs help.
Fantastic, and maybe we should help totally do this to an infrared.
That's what I originally suggested.
Yeah, with the rocket boots on.
You guys want to get
we're
an
not
infrared?
rocket boots.
We get infrared to taste it with
Fly
rocket
over
boots?
that
Team leader's
gives
call,
some
really.
points to the explosive vent.
Wait, so we want to put the boots on an infrared and then do what? Have him drink the B3 and then what?
They're
Film it.
drinking the B3 anyway.
Like from
But-
a vat or from a can?
You
Can.
said outside of the room.
You can take them out of the factory. If you want to take them out to the like near the tracks, you can get them, if you want to leave the factory, you can.
Wait, how
Well,
is
no,
this
just
helping
outside the
us?
tasting room.
How is this helping us make a 3 that's successful?
That's
We've
what
got
I
to test
thought.
this batch.
Oh, so we haven't tested this batch yet.
This is a new
Got
batch.
it. Yeah, sure.
So yeah, we need infrared rocket boots to test this batch.
If it ends up being good, it's good either way. If it's bad, at least we've got awesome footage of them flying around tasting a bad drink.
Can we have them
Win-win.
taste it? Can we taste it? Have them taste it first, so we can like see, so we don't strap a dead body to it first. Can we at least have them taste it first?
They're infrared. It really doesn't matter.
Yeah, you just keep. You can film it multiple times. Different people.
Yeah, sure.
We want to make sure we keep the rocket boots and sound quality.
It's a good argument. You don't want to damage a computer property, Alpha Complex property. Especially as equipment guy, that's you're held responsible.
Yes, I do not want an unlicensed infrared touching something they really shouldn't.
Well, then you should do it since you have responsibility for it. Why don't you wear them and taste the drink? Yeah.
It's deadly. If I do that, I will die. No, thank you.
Sounds like you don't
know
trust
that.
Frank Computer.
And you're
It
the
does
leader.
sound like you don't trust Frank
I'm
Computer
not
and the
trusting
wisdom of the
Klaus.
R&D department.
Brain Computer is a main.
You don't trust Klaus?
Sorry, Klaus, but you killed someone just like now. I'm not gonna.
The B3
You're
was not the
dude.
thing that made me old and gave me all of this wisdom as your
I'm talking
team
about
leader.
your death. Your death that just happened because you drank it.
Well, they're gonna
You
drink
didn't die from
anyway.
fucking
We
with
might
that.
as well make it look as cool as possible if it doesn't turn out. That's my point.
Yeah, that's
That
why
way
I
it's
suggest
not a
that we
wasted
have them-
effort.
That's why we should say, I suggest that we have them taste test it first so that we can still use the rocket boots if they die.
Can we just stay in the tasting area and Roger, you drink it while filming?
I can't do that.
Put on the
Team
boots.
leader.
Yeah, like a bottle shot? That'd be awesome.
You're trying
Well,
to kill me. You're a
Roger's the
cameraman.
only one that's authorized to use the boots as the equipment officer. So how about loyalty officer Gibson's not carrying anything so he can film you while you have the boots and do the drinking?
That's dereliction of my duty on two fronts.
No, you
Not
got
if
the
the-
rocket
not if
boots,
the
honey.
team
You're the
leader
only
says
one that
this.
knows how to use them, remember?
It just seems like there's a whole lot
You're
of
trying
treason
to
going
kill
on.
me.
I think he needs
Which
some
is
help,
against
happiness
my
officer.
orders.
Happiness officer, I think our friend needs some help.
I have one last
Understanding
easy
the
does
importance
it.
of the
I
plan.
have one last easy does it. I would love to. I would love to administer this.
Yeah, he seems to be getting
Are you
stressed
trying to
out.
shove an easy does it down his throat?
If he does try to attempt to do that,
You gonna bite his fingers off?
That's
Well,
messy.
I'm only gonna do it if my team leader orders me to do that.
Yeah, he seems stressed out. Help him
You know what? Screw it. I'll drink the damn thing.
with the rocket
B3?
boots, right? While we film you.
You're gonna take
That
any
was the
pills?
plan, right?
You're saying without any pills, you're just gonna drink the drink and do the boots?
No boots. You're trying to kill me.
But I thought that the boots was part of the shot you guys were talking about.
That's
No,
what I
that's
thought
not-
too.
And
I
he doesn't
thought
have the camera operator anyway. I should not be doing
Gibson's done the camera before, and he's the
Gibson.
loyalty officer, so he knows exactly what to film, what's good and
There's
what's
a
bad.
reason why he's not anymore.
Because the computer
What?
decided that he was
Stop trying to
good
kill
loyalty.
me. Stop it. You're trying to murder me right now, and I don't appreciate it.
Gibson scribbles in the ILTR.
I tell him to not to erase what he did.
I'm sorry, you're trying to interfere with my duties as loyalty
Whoa,
officer now?
Where is
Because
the
you're trying
inspector?
to kill an
Who's here?
officer underneath your command.
He's waiting for someone to try this new beverage to see if this one's okay. Like I said, he has a
he
robot
already
tone.
said he was gonna try the beverage. It's okay if he doesn't use the rocket boots. That's fine. We're just gonna.
Klaus
mark it
has
down.
tested it, and it's more pure than the last batch.
You could have just got this infrared guy to drink it, but
That's what
you
I'm
said-
saying. This entire time.
Well, we were saying too, just, it'd be just a lot cooler if it's not going to be good drink. At least we get the shot of him flying around instead of an anticlimactic shot of him drinking and being like, oh, that's bad, or, turning inside out.
All right.
I'd rather have flying around turning it inside out. But either way, someone's got to drink it, whether it's the infrared scum or if it's just you. That's you said.
Regular scum.
Yeah, I mean, whatever.
Infrared scum we're doing. Yes.
Cool.
For them.
Alright, so you're gonna force an infrared to drink it? They're gonna take
You
orders.
guys are trying to make this way too
There's an orange officer and 4 red
trying to
officers with
murder
laser guns saying you drink this or die. So the infrared will drink it if you guys are gonna threaten their life with it, I'm sure.
Or we'll just say, drink this. No need to threaten yet. We'll start out easy.
I think the threat's
Now, while I
implied.
film you.
Yeah.
You want to be on TV, right?
Alright, infrared will drink the new B3 and see if the rocket boots on or no. Are we doing rocket boots or just drink?
No, there's no rocket boots.
Just drinking?
Boo.
I'm not handing out.
Just drinking.
He drinks it. The facial expression he gives is not super excited.
Look more excited.
It takes him a second. He comes on. It's like he does a thing like that's not that bad. Then on the direction, because you say that, he does another take where he you can tell he's kind of faking. He's faking. It was delicious. It's close to classic form without being good. It's like a bad version of B3 Classic, but not enough to make you cough up a lung at least. It's Dr. Perky, Mountain Lion, Mr. Pig.
Crappy shot. We can't use it. Should have put the rocket boots on.
Should've
We
done the
should've got
boots.
something out
Rocket
of it.
boots on him.
Stop trying to ruin the mission, you guys. In a flammable factory. Come on. Friend Computer would not be pleased to try to ruin it.
As far as I'm concerned, only one person on our team has exhibited signs of treason so far, so I'll come out within the briefing, sir.
I've even saved the time. And that's on camera, by the way.
Klaus is a big B3 guy. He works for B3. Whatever looks good for B3 looks good for him. That's coming up to communications
Yeah, we do it
officer to get
outside
good
the
footage.
factory, flammable factory of B3.
So you want to do the rocket boot test near the mag track, outside the factory in the larger infrared area.
He's already drank it, so I mean, it's still not right though, right? Or
Not quite
mission
right.
is still not a success.
I mean, it's a new B3 and it's passable, but it's not good. It's sort of tastes like it, but bad. It's like buying a flat B3.
Having someone else drink it, person already tested it, so now we have to figure out something else to try and pinpoint what we have to do then.
Well, I'm gonna look at Klaus and be like, is there any way we could make it even slightly better?
You add some more good into it and take out some of the bad.
The formula, is that what you're saying?
Sure.
We could ask this schmuck that
We can try to modify the formula. He'll go to the computer terminal and try to modify the formula. So there are 6 vats total, 3 of major ingredients, 3 of minor ingredients. What do you guys suggest he change? One of the major ingredients or one of the minor? All he can do is increase or decrease the amounts of them right now because there's no other ingredients available.
I mean, well, how
All
is this one
major
different
ingredients.
from...
So I'm gonna look at the infrared guy and ask him what he was missing.
It tastes like a flat B3. It doesn't have that pep that the original B3 had.
Okay,
So can you
whatever
add in more
gives it-
pep, Inspector?
So
He's got 6 dials he can choose from, isn't?
But the pep dial, put more of the pep in it.
You think that's a major
What?
ingredient, a minor ingredient, what?
I don't know, Inspector. I am not privy to the
He's also
formula
just an
for this.
inspector, not a scientist. He isn't programmed. He's just a guy who inspects it.
You got a scientist around here?
No.
Can you call one? Gotta be
Possibly.
a dude that works at this factory that knows what these bats
They
are.
can call someone from RD or someone from HB and DMC to come down here, but it's gonna be a big hassle. It's gonna look bad in your report.
could you add CO2?
What's that?
Where did you get this knowledge from, Doc?
What is that?
Mr. Big Muscly Guy that knows about
hell,
CO2 all of a sudden? Where'd you take science lessons at?
What science? He said pep.
Computer tries very hard to not educate you guys, so assume you know very little.
Face right now.
Yeah.
Inspector.
Right behind him, so it's not on camera. It's right in the head, bro.
I just laughed. Oh, come on, I barked my tongue out. Somebody else gotta die.
Bringing this
You
on.
know what? I do shoot this fucker in the head right behind him, so it's not on
You
film.
can't just say you're right behind me.
So I'm gonna stealth behind this dude then.
Yeah, I would naturally want to respond to that. Like, if he's gonna draw a gun on me, then I'm gonna be like, why are you trying to shoot me, you crazy son of a bitch? And I will disarm him and ask the team leader what to do with this treasonous bastard.
I'm just gonna draw my weapon in
Leader?
general.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull my gun out. Son, what is happening?
15.
So you have to roll a d20 plus your surveillance higher than 15 to catch him pulling the gun on you. Then we'll roll what happens after that, if you catch him pulling the gun on you or not.
16.
So you're able to catch him pulling the gun on you, but that doesn't stop him from firing. That means he's like pulling the gun behind you, and you turn around when he's pulling the gun on you. Now roll the actual laser attack, and you can roll a dexterity to dodge, which might reduce your damage or negate it depending on how well you roll. But let's let Mac roll the shot first to see if he actually successfully shoots you, and then we'll worry about if you dodge out of the way or not.
Fire in my laser.
Alright, and this will be a normal attack, so just roll lower than your number for this, because this is your weapon, not you're not doing it versus someone. So just try to be successful or not. Roll lower than your laser number.
Oh, fuck. Right on dead even then.
Alright, so just barely. Agility or something else to dodge out of the way, and either take less damage or no damage depending how well you succeed.
I'll take agility.
So how much did you succeed by? Give me a number. It doesn't, you don't tell me what you rolled, but 9? Oh, that's pretty good. I'll take that down to a 1. The worst he's gonna do right now is stun you. I rolled a 6, so it misses you. It like whizzes right by your head. Right ear, there's now like a laser buzz. But you don't get shot, luckily.
You're like, why? You son of a bitch.
And then I say, Gibson, shoot this traitor.
You're the traitor. And I say, Gibson, shoot him.
Well, Gibson's got easy does it, so we have to do it.
Let's just shoot one of them.
He's suggestible.
Yeah.
He's got 2 orders. He's suggestible. You know.
So I have to shoot somebody, right?
Yeah, you were given 2 orders.
If I've been given an order, it means I have to take an action. I'm going to roll a stealth check first against everybody.
So versus NPCs, did you roll below your number successfully?
Yes.
Alright, and if you add what you rolled to your number, what did you get?
17.
Alright, so if anyone wants to see what he's doing, you have to roll surveillance above 17 if you add your roll to surveillance.
Plus 4 is 19.
At 22.
I'm not going to roll. I just like the mystery.
Why, though?
I shoot at Lavar.
Oh no! Why?
5, which handily beats my laser weapon score.
Paranoia. You can roll. This
But
is dramatic combat. You can roll to dodge or something if you want to reduce your damage. Using a red laser barrel, I assume.
Yeah.
You want to do anything to reduce your damage?
Can I
Duh. I don't want to die twice. That's shitty. No, that doesn't happen. I'm dead again.
You're not dead, but you're gonna get shot with this laser. So was that a successful shot?
Yeah.
Laser rifle is a damage 9. Red reflect armor is a -4, right? They said a 5. Unless I roll a natural 20, you won't die. I rolled a 1, so no effect. It hits you, but it hits you like right in the reflect armor. So obviously, Gibson just shot at you. Laser like hits you. It's smoking, but luckily it hit your armor and doesn't hurt you personally. But you did just get shot at, and you
What the
know
shit?
you just got shot at.
Can I shoot him, please? How do I?
I'm going to strangle Mac. I'm going to kill him.
Why did I get shot? I'm gonna shoot him. How do I shoot someone?
I haven't done anything yet
Does
besides
that blow your
hitting
laser
them.
pistol number?
It's my laser.
There's a
So.
laser number.
Try to shoot me. It's on camera.
Matches. That'll be a shot,
No,
but you
I'm
also
talking
have
about
red
smart,
reflect
smart.
armor, Gibson. That'll be a 4 on you as well. So Love shoots back at you, Gibson. I rolled a 19 on a 4, which is incapacitated.
Do I not get the ability to, like, dodge?
You can roll an agility to lower that, yeah.
Alright, I rolled 2 lower.
That's enough to take it to a 3, which makes you just wounded. You are stunned for 1 round, so you can't do anything for 1 round. All your skills are reduced by 4, and if you're wounded again, you're incapacitated. You're hurt.
Why did you shoot me?
It was an accident!
He's trying to shoot the traitor who's not doing it yet, but he's gonna try to strangle me.
Which he's doing right now, so go ahead and roll your unarmed attack and try to strangle Mac.
You got strangled pretty hard. I hit him really hard. I am going to break his neck.
Yeah, I'm gonna use all my remaining points on my mutant power to try to see if I can just blow this motherfucker's head up.
Well, your power doesn't let you blow the head up, but it might warn you to what's about to happen and prevent that from happening.
Right,
So
yeah.
let's
So I
say-
use all the rest of my
If you
mutant
will
power.
use 6 of your, so roll first. After you roll, subtract 6. And if you succeed, we'll talk about if you can get out of the way of this happening in time.
So I rolled 3. Well, I
Okay.
used it once, so now it's at 8.
So you still rolled lower than that, and now it's at 2.
Yeah.
If you're subtracting 6 from that. So next time it's gonna be really hard to use your power. This time successful though. I'm gonna let you take half damage from this attack. So he's gonna try to break your neck, but instead he's just gonna wrestle you. At this point, you guys are just wrestling on the ground. You're not dead. He didn't break your neck. You're not dead. So you see this fight going on. You've been shot at. You've shot at the guy that shot at you. These two guys are all of a sudden a fight's broken out between all 4 of you.
So I am shouting to you and saying, Gibson, you accidentally missed. Please shoot.
Roger.
I said no, he's the traitor. He attempted to shoot me. Everyone saw it. Arrest him. He's a traitorous commie.
So many traitorous accusations being thrown around among your group right now, Gibson. Alright, so we'll leave that up to Gibson. How do you respond? Do you shoot Love again, shoot Roger, or shoot Mac?
I pull a grenade and say, alright, this is over.
This concludes the current mission recording. Friend Computer thanks all loyal citizens for their complete and undivided attention, and reminds you that listening to the next mission of Dungeon Complex is mandatory.
episode of Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater was sponsored by our fans and friends on Patreon. Donate today. Keep Long Distance Dungeons & Dragons Dinner Theater alive.